All right, thank you everyone for coming. Welcome to Heroes Paradise. We appreciate you coming today. My name is Julie Penniga, and myself and my husband own the property and the business. Been running it for several years now. And I'm going to actually pass this mic over to my son Ethan, who, fun fact, was 6 years old when we bought the property.
Hi, my name is Ethan Penniga. I'm a junior at Bloomingdale High School. I've been playing in the marching band and lacrosse team for 2 years now. But enough about me, let's get on to this presentation about Heroes Paradise history. The dream started with Heroes Paradise with my dad as a county patrol deputy going through, doing his stuff, and he found this dilapidated, abandoned tennis court, usually used by teenagers, to hide out while doing criminal activity. When my dad found it and looked into everything, he wanted to create a welcoming area for kids and children and parents to interact with military, first responders, law enforcement, heroes in our community to come to a safe place and enjoy themselves. Here you go.
Thank you, Ethan. All right, so now I'm going to introduce Aiden Walther. He is a former employee here. That's how he started. That's how we got to know him as just a high school employee, but he's become a very dear and close friend and has helped us immensely.
Good afternoon, my name is Aiden Walther. I worked for this family through high school and college. I keep coming back because I believe in what Heroes Paradise is doing for this community. We also realized during the summer months that a lot of families go on vacation and there is a lack of birthday parties. And we decided to that a water activity would make a great place for the community to come during the summer months and cool down.
Thank you, Marie.
We first came across the wave at IAPA when we first started talking to Flowrider a couple years before we found ADG, and then decided that ADG was the best fit for us. They are a well-established American-made company that is able to help with the unique designs such as how we're doing the EpicSurf. And I would like to pass off the mic to Bruce Kay.
Hopefully everybody can hear me. Welcome everybody. I thought as I came here today that I have thought of so many good reasons to leave New York in the dead of winter to come to Florida. But I've never had such an exciting and great reason to come to Florida than to be part of this groundbreaking in this project in general. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So, I think first and foremost, on behalf of all the employees at ADG, we just want to give our thanks and gratitude to Tim and Julie, your entire family, and your entire team for putting the trust into ADG to help you make your vision a reality. We are very, very grateful. Grateful for the effort and honestly very impressed with the vision that they had to bring a man-made standing wave to Tampa, Florida, the first man-made deep water standing wave on the East Coast, and how they saw its ability to take this amazing experience that is Heroes Paradise, combine it with deep water surfing to create a one-of-a-kind experience for the community and the industry. So we're very, very grateful for all of that. Also impressed with your perseverance in getting through so much over the last couple of years. Lord knows you've had some things thrown at you, curveballs and obstacles, and you've navigated your way around all of them, stayed steadfast in making this thing happen, and it's very, very impressive, and we're appreciative to be part of it. Also, a shout out to Dan Wagner and all his colleagues at Arco Murray, and grateful for them for partnering with us on this project to make sure this very unique construction project happens on time and on budget, and we know that Heroes Paradise couldn't have themselves in any better hands than with Arco Murray, so we appreciate their support. And lastly, to my colleagues at ADG, starting with Julie Klein, our Director of Sales and Marketing, and Dan Foley, our Business Development Manager for all things Wave Systems. They were the ones that connected with Tim and Julie over 2 years ago. They were the ones that put this project together, and they're the ones that have continued to help shepherd along, including today's event. So, and I also want to say thanks to our engineers, our project managers, and all our guys in the production shop for producing the product and getting this thing to happen from a technology standpoint. So this EpicSurf installation at Heroes Paradise really represents another seminal moment in ADG's 40-plus year history in bringing innovation and leadership to all things man-made wave systems and surf systems on the planet. Our evolution, has allowed us to be a pioneer in many things in the wave industry. We've been making wave systems and wave pools for over 40 years. Built our first wave systems in the 80s, built our first wave pools in the 70s. And we've always been someone that was on the edge trying to figure out a better mousetrap, a better way to produce a product and bring value to our clients and patrons. Some of the things that we have innovated in the wave pool space, we were the first people to really introduce pneumatic wave system technology to the wave industry, which offered safety, cost effectiveness, and a way to develop all kinds of different waves at a time where hydraulic wave systems were just basically making standard roller waves. We developed the first variable wave technology, which allowed us to provide a whole suite of different wave sizes and shapes and forms, so that not only water parks, but aquariums and zoos and motion pictures could use our wave systems. And so we're sort of proud that after all this time, we built over 500 wave systems around the world, and had the good fortune of calling companies like Six Flags and Great Wolf Lodge and SeaWorld, Disney, Shed Aquarium, the Gaylord Hotel in Florida, and many, many others as long-standing repeat clients. So we've been very fortunate in that regard. ADG's history in surf developed in the 80s. We were the first in the surf business. ADG has been involved really since the 80s. We built a couple of the first purpose-built surf lagoons in the world out of California in the mid-80s. I mean, 20 years ago, somebody mentioned Flowrider. 20 years ago, we partnered with an inventor and an entrepreneur named Tom Lochtefeld, who had created this novel piece of equipment called Flowrider that was essentially a sheet wave boogie boarding system. He built 3 of them on a sort of one-off basis around the world. He knew he really had something. He just didn't know how he could really get it to market on a commercial basis. So he came to ADG, and in 2003, I believe, we took his idea and his system and redesigned it, finished the product, made it commercially viable, took cost out of it for the owner, and 130 Flowriders later, we've built them around the country and around the world. So that was our first sort of jump into the commercializing surf, if you will, even if it were boogie boarding. And then I would guess the start of EpicSurf was really 10 years ago. As a company, we realized that surfing was exploding around the world. And over the last 10 years, surfing has become the fastest growing sport on the planet, growing by over 10% a year, and it's aspirational for people all around the world, young, old, professionals, and novices. The issue we realized, and everybody realized, is that as much as people aspire to surf, not everybody can get to the ocean, right? And some people, even at the ocean, are a little intimidated by the ocean. And even if you get to the ocean, sometimes the waves don't come. And so the idea of us getting involved with developing a self-contained, deep water, standing wave system that could be cost-effective, built on a very small footprint, and accessible to everybody, and a profitable enterprise for owners. So, 5 years ago, we began to develop EpicSurf. And we started we knew how to make the wave. We really wanted to understand what we needed to do for surfers of all shapes and sizes and experiences. So we built our own full-scale model in upstate New York, and we had people come in from around the country and around the world. Brought in children, professional surfers, handicapped individuals, everybody we could to experience our wave, and by that we'd be able to tweak the system and develop it so that it would be something anybody who aspires to surf could experience. That was really the sort of genesis of EpicSurf. What is EpicSurf? Right now, it is the most advanced deep water stationary system in the world, and the first one on the east coast of the United States is going to be right out there in 3 or 4 months. The magic of EpicSurf is its ability to generate a consistent and constant 3 to 5 foot wave, deep water wave, that can be adjusted with a push of a button, so that a surfer can bring any surfboard that they want to use, any size surfboard with any fin that they want in, and surf on EpicSurf, right? We also wanted to make it safe and accessible. Hence, for novices or beginners, we can bring that wave down to really almost 2 feet. We have Learn to Surf, learning, teaching bars for it. We developed a system so that when you do surf and you fall backwards into 2 foot of soft water, you then stand up, walk over to the cue, back in line, and get ready to surf again. You don't have to even know how to swim to surf, right? And, you know, because of that, we think that we have something that is unique in the surfing industry. We've had, as I mentioned, so many different people ride the system, including people with autism. I think, Julie, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're the only approved autism
certified resource.
Certified resource of any surf system in the world. So we're very proud of that. So maybe you could just, instead of me rambling,
You want to see a little video?
show-
Yeah.
It stutters like I do. There's our learn to surf. Training
We're working on
dogs.
your turns and carving. It really helps you develop those type of skills.
This is the most forgiving, friendly way to have a good time on it.
Being disabled, there's a lot of things you really want to do, but you have that limitation of, I don't want to get hurt, or is this going to hurt me? If you crash, you're not falling on a hard surface, you're falling into water. It's like falling in a swimming pool.
So there's an upper deck up here where the surfers can sit and hang out. There's also going to be available where you can also have drinks and hang out, chill, and have a great time with your friends.
So, I guess in closing, we're very excited to be working with Heroes Paradise to really be a group bringing surf to the masses in America and into Florida. And we appreciate you having us as part of your team, and thank you very much.
Thank you. So I believe I'm introducing Dan Wagner, who works with ARCO and getting us through the construction process. Thank God.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it. My job is that too.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay. Cool. Everyone can hear me? All right. Well, first of all, thanks to Heroes Paradise, Tim and Julie, for trusting us to be your build partners. We're just appreciative and grateful to be part of this project. Thank you to ADG for continuing to partner with us as we kind of build this wonderful world of water together. Thanks for everyone for being here. My name is Dan Wagner with Argo Murray. We're a design build contractor, and our group really specializes in aquatic facilities. In spaces that are kind of technically complex, highly coordinated, and where the guest experience really matters the most. What we do is pretty simple to say, but not super easy to execute. We deliver aquatic facilities that perform the way they're supposed to, last the way that owners need them to, and look the way the guests expect. Over the years, I've had an opportunity to build and get involved in a lot of different aquatic facilities, from thermal springs to surf basins to water parks and traditional aquatics. And we built all over this great country, from Florida to California, sea to shining sea. And right now, we're actively building a lot more all across the nation, from water parks in Nebraska and Colorado to the one we're building here in Brandon today. So, really excited to be here at EpicSurf and Heroes Paradise. So let's talk about EpicSurf. This project is a perfect example of what it makes modern aquatic construction super exciting. It's centered around the standing wave technology that was developed by ADG, which is one of the biggest names in all aquatic design and construction in the United States. And what's so impressive about this technology in particular is it provides consistent, controllable surf experience that's reliable, repeatable, and built for a wide range of skill levels, from novices to experts. It's not a nice pool with some features, it's a precision engineered surf environment. From a construction standpoint, projects like this demand a high level of execution, collaboration, coordination in order to get these completed in a way that they're functionally operational. Because that's what we're building, a fully operated system, not just cool water. A few construction items that kind of just make this a unique project is, from a structure and tolerance perspective, standing wave and all surf systems require exact elevations, exact slopes. Transitions in surf wave construction, even small inconsistencies don't just look bad, but they make the wave bad. So we are working with tighter restrictions on tolerances than most conventional aquatic builds. With ADG system, you're not just placing equipment and tying pipes together. You know, you're coordinating the technology because this is truly the technology is the centerpiece of the build, and it requires intentional layout, access, controls integration, commissioning planning, all from day one. And ADG is, you know, really put together a great team to execute on this one. Standing wave is not just about moving water; it's about moving water correctly, safely, and continuously. This means like major circulation requirements, robust filtration requirements, chemical automation, and equipment infrastructure that's designed for both performance and keeping the wave going, right? Uptime is the biggest key because when the wave's down, Heroes isn't working, right? In every modern aquatic facility, you know, we want to ensure that we're doing the right thing, that the operator has a functioning wave for the long term, right? Once construction ends, you know, that they have a business to run, so that's a key centerpiece to the ideation going into this is making a sustainable, long-lasting product that they'll be able to operate and you know, run for a long time. And then safety and finishes, like every surf environment needs to look amazing, feel amazing, but they need to be built with surfaces, edges, transitions, flow patterns that make, you know, safe support of the end user and safe for the guest experience. And Epic is one of those projects where the end result is going to feel simple and fun, but the engineering and the coordination, everything that happened from day one with ADG is a long-lasting kind of engineering evolution. Big reason that this project also stands out is our client, Heroes Paradise, you know, based right here in Brandon. Tim and Julie have kind of harnessed this kind of American entrepreneurial spirit and built this really unique family entertainment center, and they're adding this incredible machine to it that's going to bring a new experience in the community. And it's not just a new experience, it's something different and distinct to the area. It's something that you can't get really anywhere else in the country. And I think what makes it's special, it's not just a component of the facility, it's a community draw. It's the kind of place where, you know, someone can try surfing for the first time. For anyone who's seen an 8-year-old stand up on a wave the first time and see the joy on their faces and feel the excitement of the crowd as they rally behind that person. That's something that is going to be recreated in this pool here, which is super exciting to watch and feel. And beyond that, it's also a place where, you know, experts and athletes can train. This is, as breaks become more popular, as surf is on the rise, lineups become crowded, and you're waiting for waves in an inconsistent ocean. So this, the EpicSurf really provides reliability and predictability in the waves, which allow the surfers to kind of expert their craft and learn and become the best to push the sport beyond where it is today. And what's cool about Heroes is, you know, it's not just a surf place, it's a place where families can come, and there's something here for everyone, which is very cool and unique. And Epic and the whole Heroes Paradise experience will become what I think part of the lifeblood of Brandon and the Tampa area in general, just something unique and kind of a destination that's very cool. So Heroes Paradise is a huge step in the category of surf, which is growing fast and it's really cool. Requires the right partners to get across the finish line. ADG is glad they're on the team. And from our side, we're super proud to support the vision, super proud to be part of the team. So just closing out, projects like this are exactly why me, Noah, and Gary do what we do, right? We love building really cool, unique projects. We like working intimately with you guys, knowing the end users and how this whole thing is going to come together and operate. It's not every day you get to build something this technically challenging in this environment, in this intimate environment. It's very cool. We're excited to keep pushing this project forward. We're excited to turn these keys over to you guys in the near future and see you guys do what you do best, which is operate an incredible entertainment facility. And looking ahead, we're excited about what comes next because demand for surf venues, thermal springs, water parks, water's on the rise, and we're excited to bring it to the country. And ARCO's here for that. Our team's built for water and built to execute, and really appreciate you guys having us today, and can't wait to deliver this to Heroes Paradise and in the near future. So thank you guys.
Thank you. time lapse of construction. It's really cool to see it sped up like this.
Yeah, that's how we all, that's how quick everyone goes.
Absolutely, they work as fast.
That's the
That's
same.
as quick as my crew goes, believe me, they don't slow. They started tying rebar this morning for the back this time. No, they steady move, and I love working with them.
Dan, for everyone who doesn't know, when did you guys start construction? Just so that they can see the progress.
Gary, when did we start?
We started in the first week of
We started the last week of October.
October.
Is it
yeah.
October 27th?
Yes.
Yep. Well, really, we got started the 1st of November by the time we got mobilized and up and going. So 1st of November, we really got kicking in gear for the slab and all. But Tim helped us out by having a lot of the base ready to go to where my guys just had to come in, do a little bit of touch up, and then we're ready to go.
Yeah, a lot of you know that Tim was very anxious to get this done, and as Bruce said, we've been talking about this for 2 years with ADG. So he decided to get a tractor and start digging a hole. So he done that January of 2025. So for the past year, we've been looking at a very sad hole in the ground, waiting to get Arco Murray on board and get us across the finish line. So we're very, very happy. And believe it or not, we are projected to open May of 2026. Does anyone have any questions? I don't know if I can answer all of them, but I have a lot of people here that can. Well, thank you. Oh, Brian?
I just wanted to, hello. I used to live in walking distance right down here. I used to walk my dog here almost every day. When, before Tim and Julie bought it, it was run down. It was just a mess. And to see what they have done with this property is just astonishing. So I think we should all thank Tim and Julie for the work they've done for our community, because what they built here is, it's not just for Brandon, it's for the entire area. This goes farther than Brandon. It's Tampa Bay, Sarasota. I could say it's standing for away. So this is wonderful. Thank you.
I wanted to explain a little bit further. This video here is actually going to show you a SketchUp. This is the one that our architect put together for us. But the following one is actually one that Tim designed on SketchUp on his iPad a year and a half ago, I think. And really had this vision and design in his head, so he needed to get it onto, not paper, but something that he could show everyone, this is what I want to build. And I have to say, Scott Worley did a good job matching. This next vision is what Tim built on his iPad. And we're getting pretty close.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. So from that schematic, you can see our existing deck, but then you're going to have a staircase going down right in the middle to the VIP deck for the EpicSurf, where everyone can really get a great view of everyone falling off of their surfboard. I've already told Tim I've never surfed before. I will try it when the business is officially closed. And he gets taken care
No
of.
cameras.
And then we anticipate Marie growing up to be an avid surfer. So it's going to be great.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
She is
Do you
ever
want to say thank you
fearless.
to everyone for coming?
I feel like I don't have a mic.